Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sama. So in today's video I want to talk about the news that's been going around that Naomi Campbell's baby is Wizkid's baby. For anyone that does not know, Wizkid is a Nigerian singer, and I looked up his age and he is 30, right? And Naomi Campbell, I looked up her age as well, and she's 50. I'm not coming here to say that age matters. At the end of the day, you know, love is powerful. You know, like the saying goes, age is nothing but numbers. Naomi Campbell is a model. So recently, Naomi Campbell made a post on Instagram in which she showed her baby. I'll just show you guys this post. So she made a post in which she's holding on to a baby's feet, and her caption is, "A beautiful little blessing has chosen me to be her mother. So honored to have this gentle soul in my life. There are no words to describe the lifelong bond that I now share with you, my angel. There is no greater love." There's been curiosity as to who is the father of the child. Is this a biological child? Is the child adopted? And all of those things. Was Naomi Campbell ever pregnant? There's just been so much, you know, speculation and curiosity going on. While that is going on, some Nigerians, I have no clue where that came from, and they said that this baby is Wizkid's baby. By the way, a while back there were pictures all over social media of Wizkid and Naomi Campbell, a kind of paparazzi kind of pictures of them all over social media, and there were speculations as to if they were dating, if they were not dating. I'm gonna be honest, I never read any of those things. I don't follow any of these two people. I wouldn't even know how that other story went then, but I know it was kind of like there in the, I know it was kind of like there up and down. Oh, are they dating, are they not dating? I don't think they ever confirmed if they were dating or whatever. Some Nigerians have been speculating and saying that the baby is Wizkid's baby and all of those things. And then when you look at the picture of the baby's feet, so I don't know, you guys can leave your opinions. When I look at that picture, I feel like those are the feet of a white baby, or maybe mixed race baby, or maybe a very light-skinned black baby. When I look at that picture, I think that baby is a white baby. That's what I think. If that's a white baby's feet, how is that Wizkid's baby? Or if that is a biracial baby, a mixed race baby's feet, how is that Wizkid's baby? People are saying they were seen together previously and all of those things. Is that how people are going to conclude that the baby is Wizkid's baby? That's what I don't understand. Let me be honest. I think there are some Nigerians that would wish that Naomi Campbell's baby is Nigerian. I think so. If the baby is a Nigerian, what is going to happen? Will that affect the price of Gary? Or will that affect the price of palm oil? That's the area. Me, I'm just speaking my mind though. So what effect is it going to have if the baby is Nigerian or not? I was thinking about it. I thought to myself, even if the baby is a Nigerian, what is going to happen? That they share money. Nigerian, is Nigerian. It doesn't change anything. Another area I want to address, people that are saying there's no way that baby is Naomi's biological child. She's already 50. She cannot have a child. Don't be too sure. Don't be too sure about that. I'm not saying the baby is biological child, but I'm just saying that don't say because she's 50. It's no longer news that 50-year-olds are having babies. Naturally, with medical help, if she wants to have a baby biologically, with science these days, possibilities are high. You understand? With good, she has the money. She has the money. I've seen people that naturally conceived even after 50. It happens. Okay? So let's not get that mixed up. But at the same time, even if naturally she cannot conceive, she's a very rich woman. If she wants to medically conceive, she can. With a lot of medical assistance, she can do it. Let's not forget that aspect. That is on that side. And then another aspect is people say, well, there's no picture of her pregnant. Or as she shows a picture of her when she was pregnant, there's no proof that the baby is hers, but she has to prove it by showing pictures. That area I really wanted to talk about. To be honest, I was thinking to myself, when did we get to the point when we feel like people owe us explanation as to where their babies come from? Because people are beginning to, you see, well, that's part of social media. People are beginning to feel so entitled. If that baby, she comes out and says, that's my biological child, she does not owe anybody any explanation. If a married woman traveled and came back after 9 months and said, this baby is mine, and her husband is doubting, he has the right to be doubting. But social media people to feel like they have the right to be asking proof that you were pregnant, provide pictures. That, you know, until she posts pictures, people don't owe you explanation as to where their babies come from. Don't forget, they are just people you will never see in your real life. Somehow you feel entitled to know where their babies come from. And people that feel like, it's like, when did we get to the point where if people don't show a picture of their pregnancy, when they have a baby, they cannot prove that the baby is theirs. You know, when they have a baby, they have to explain, or they owe people explanation because they didn't. When did people, let's be honest, when did social media even begin to exist? That when did people even start posting their bumps? So because some people now post their bumps, those that did not post their bumps, they cannot come out and say the child is theirs. They have no right anymore to say that the child is theirs. Let's be honest. If it is posting of pregnancy that we use to prove who our real biological parents are, then a lot of us cannot prove our parents are our parents. How many of these people are making all these kind of comments and posts and whatever? How many of us today can actually produce pictures of our mothers pregnant with us? Let's start reasoning properly. So because of social media now, the style has changed. So everybody now must post pregnancy pictures. Imagine. Why I'm saying this is this. I think sometimes people forget. Personally, I've fallen into that trap, to be honest with you. But I think people begin to forget a lot how somebody else's life is not your life. It's not your life. If Naomi Campbell's baby is biological, adopted, whatever, how does that affect the price of Gary? How does that affect the price of palm oil? How does that affect your life in any way at all? How? I'm saying it because I'm going to be honest. I have fallen into that trap. When I say the trap of looking at somebody on social media and forget that I don't know these people. I shouldn't actually get myself so emotionally involved with people. I fell into that trap. I'm not going to say names. There's a YouTube couple that I used to watch on YouTube, and I really like this couple. I watched their videos for whatever reason. I really like the couple, right? And I watched their videos on a regular. Like, I didn't miss it. Like, I didn't miss their time of upload. I used to be so dedicated. I got to the point where I think a lot of people, happened to a lot of people, I began to feel like almost like a part of their family, because they show you so much of their lives. You know the grandparents, you see them, they're waking up in the morning, you see when they're brushing their teeth, you see when they're buying their first house, when they were pregnant with their first child. Because you're going through this journey with them, at a point you begin to get absorbed into their lives. And when you feel like so involved in their lives, even though you're not really, you're just a viewer, you're just a spectator. But I got sucked in. It's part of the reason why I got sucked in when things happened, their marriage broke up. I felt so connected to them that I made videos, I spoke about, After a while, I realized that what has happened to me was I was sucked in. I think I got to the point where I forgot that these are just people that I just emotionally got connected with just by watching them. And I saw how social media can actually, how these things can suck you in. I woke up one day and began to realize, no, I don't know these people. Chances of meeting them in real life is almost zero. And I got myself completely out of it. And honestly, it's part of the reason why I kind of went off people's personal life vlogs, because I realized that I'm not their family member. I don't need to get myself emotionally involved in people's lives in that way, because I can say it. I was a victim of falling in love with people that I don't even know in real life so much, where I forget that I'm not their family member. And that is what I think social media is doing to a lot of people. Let's learn to pull back and say, that's your life, this is my life, I face my life, you face your life. But I think it's important, healthy, to begin to draw up that boundary and cut off at that boundary. From my personal experience, my advice to anybody is just watch these people on social media as entertainment. That's it. It's their life and it's your life. If there's something about their lives you want to learn from it and move on. But don't let social media people suck you in. That is what I have learned. Some content like vloggers will be like, you guys, you're like part of our family. You're part of, we're showing you this because we're keeping you updated, because you're like family to us. You're like, don't let that suck you in. You're not part of their family, period. That is it. Be a fan. That's fine if you want to call it a fan. You are a fan, you are a viewer, you are a spectator. You are not their family. Just watch Naomi Campbell like you're watching a TV program. She's not a member of your family. Chances of meeting her in real life is 0.00000. Like, the chances are slim. Let me put it that way. Her life affecting your life in any way, chances zero. Like, her life having impact on your life, what are the chances? So at the end of the day, don't get absorbed into all of that. She does not owe it to you. If she wakes up tomorrow and says, I adopted my child, okay, that's information you learn from. That's it. It was surrogacy, somebody else was pregnant for me. Okay, that's it. But apart from that, I personally would not want to get so invested. Okay, so invested. But basically what I'm saying is that whatever it is, adopted, surrogacy, biological, whatever it is, so be it. It doesn't affect your life. It doesn't affect my life. And she doesn't owe anybody any explanation. The final aspect I want to address is the aspect or the area of adoption. Okay, a lot of us in our culture, I speak about us Nigerians, I want to speak about the stigmatization when it comes to adoption. Our people are still stepping up when it comes to adoption, and I want to speak about it. And I think Naomi's story, we don't know if she adopted or whatever, but I want to come because there were some comments like, oh, it's just an adoption. Is it an adopted child, biological child? All of that can bring a woman the same amount of joy, but we come from a society that is not yet there. There are a lot of successful, amazing human beings today that are products of adoption. Okay, there are a lot of children in the world, in orphanages, in a lot of circumstances, that all they need is love of a mother or of a father. And you may be that mother or father that somebody else is looking for. I'm coming to this area of if a woman is married and she cannot conceive. Let me tell you, adopted child can give you a lot of joy, just like a biological child. And then, apart from even a woman that cannot conceive, there are some women that have decided they don't want to be married. Let's not forget that marriage is not by force, because our culture seems to not realize it. We don't all have to be married. Our people don't realize that. There are a lot of people that actually do not want to be married. It's a thing. Men, women. I've seen it in my own family. I have few cousins, males, that are not married. Until today, they don't. People are pestering them. They don't want to be married. It's not to everybody. There are ladies that do not want to be married. It happens. But I'm saying, but there are some women that do not want to be married, but they want kids. I'm just saying that adoption is an option. There are a lot of lovely babies out there that need a lovely lady like you. There is so much love that a lot of single ladies have in their hearts, that there's a child somewhere that needs to enjoy that love. Don't let it waste. I'm not saying go and jump into adoption, but give it a thought. Begin to think about it. Actually, there are places, orphanages, where you can actually go and meet some babies and see if there's a baby that can steal your heart. I have an auntie that was married and she didn't have kids. She tried everything. Everything. She couldn't have kids. What did her husband do? Eventually, he went and married another woman. So they became two wives. And the new woman came and had babies. Eventually, my auntie decided to go and adopt. When my mother shares the story about how that adoption has changed my auntie's life, as far as I know, that is the first ever adoption in any of my family, like my father's side, my mother's side, as far as I know. My mother said she never knew that adoption can change a woman's life like this. She said if you see her sister, she said her sister is a different human being. You can see the joy and happiness in her life. She said my auntie began to glow. She said her happiness was so contagious. You can see it. That this adopted child brought my auntie so much joy brought into my auntie's life. And you will not believe that my auntie later on went and adopted a second one. That was how much she was enjoying life after adoption, that she decided to do it again. And she has 2 kids. Like I always say, instead of waste your energy on, the necessary things. Did she adopt? Did she surrogate? Did she the things that will not have effect on your life. I want to speak about the area that can affect your life, that can affect somebody else's life, the area we can learn from. Let's speak about adoption. I'm not saying she adopted. The whole story gave us a chance. I want to speak about this aspect. You're a woman, a lady that made the choice not to be married, but you want to have kids. I'm just saying that adoption is an option. You're a couple that you're married for many years and you can't have kids. I'm just letting you know that adoption is an option. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.